Hey everybody, this is Church's Wife bringing you part 2 of my Riddler trophy guide, but first a quick revisit to part 1. There are some things I neglected in my sleep deprivation. After Harley drops the elevator down and tries to kill the guard, you're going to find an interview tape. You're going to go up the stairs here, which I'm going to do speedy quick with a little trouble from the wall. And up in this office is where you're going to find your first interview tape. Our last revisit section of part 1 is going to come right here shortly after you find the interview tape. You're going to continue on. There's going to be a series of things you're going to have to grapple in this area. If you grapple up to the highest point, there's going to be a vent that you can duck under. Continue through the vent and you will find at the end your first Chronicle of Arkham. After defeating all the guards in the next section, you're going to find your way to Frankie Bull's dead body, and this is where you're first going to hear the Riddler. Turning from this position and heading to the right of the screen, what would be Batman's left, you're going to see a portrait on the wall. If you scan this portrait, that's how you'll solve the first riddle. In the office in the center of the room, you're going to find an interview tape, and also you'll be solving the next riddle. This one's a little tricky. You need to line up the question mark exactly with the dot on the wall across, as you can see. It's a little touchy. It took me a couple tries to get it, but eventually riddle solved. Bam. Arkham Analyst. 5%. We're almost there. Follow the sound of the radio you hear in the locker room. This one's a little hard to figure out if you don't know exactly what you're looking for. You're going to zoom in, and you want to be focused on Jack Ryder specifically. Again, this one's a little touchy. You got to scan the right part. Nope, not quite. And riddle solved. There we go. Moving on. At this point, you get an achievement for standing on a cliff. Isn't that lovely? Continuing past the guards that are below the cliff, you're going to find your next Riddler trophy. In the graveyard is where you're going to find your next riddle solution and your next 2 trophies. Right here, you're again going to zoom in. Dr. Amadeus Arkham is all you were looking for, and there it is. In the back corner is where you're going to find one Riddler trophy, and the next one is in this little crypt here in the graveyard. A challenge completed. In one Watchtower here is where you're going to find your next interview tape, and there it is. On the opposite Watchtower on the roof is where your next Riddler trophy is going to be. And there you have it. After downing the enemies by your beloved Batmobile, you're going to scan this Seesaw here, and bam, another riddle solved. The building with the arched doorway not too far from the Seesaw is where you're going to find the next Riddler trophy and actually solve your next riddle. After picking this one up, or before, you're going to walk out the door, and here you can see the top of a question mark, and there is the dot. What do you say we line those up and move on?
That one could have been solved by a monkey.
Atop the entranceway you came in is where you're going to find another Riddler trophy. Grapple up there, grab that one, and then you can jump down to the stream. There's another one down there. There you go. Just hop on down, splish splash. Atop the highest balcony of the penitentiary, you're going to notice something below you and something directly in front of you. Try lining those up, and you just might make something of consequence, solving your next riddle. At this point, achievement unlocked. We're 10% of the way there, everybody. The next bit I'm showing you not necessarily in the right order, but it's easier to see the trophy I get after this if I show you where I'm coming from. Atop the boathouse, there's this Riddler trophy here. If you see, I'm going to turn around. I'm going to glide directly down under the Watchtower, where there's another one, but it's a little concealed, which is why I showed this the way I did. After snagging that one, I went back to the boathouse and picked up the interview tape that was found therein. And that's the end of the line, folks. Tune in for the next installment. Same bat time, same bat station.